NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix Radio.
Are you here for the feeding?
NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix. NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Hi, this is Robin Graves from Midnight Mausoleum, and this is Nerd Remix.
Alright, this is Tom, and
Derek, hey, what's up?
this is the inaugural edition of Nerd Remix Radio, a new thing we're going to try here. Weekly radio show, going to keep it short, sweet, and talk a bunch of shit. So,
We're gonna talk about shit.
absolutely.
I just took one a while ago, remember? That's why we couldn't start like 20 minutes ago.
Absolutely.
And it was nice. It was almost as horrifying as Case 39.
Hey, I just saw that. That wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but wasn't it full of plot holes, though?
Yeah, it was, and Renee Zellweger always looks like somebody's holding a turd under her nose. She always looks like she smells something bad.
I know, her face is all scrunchy, and I think Jim Carrey explained it the best when it says that she just, like, it looks like she's always had a taste of, like, lemon or whatever in her mouth.
Or something.
I like your idea better, though. It's like somebody puts a turd under her dirty Sanchez and shit.
Anyway, what I wanted to start off with is earlier this week, I was chatting with a director who will remain nameless, an indie director, and he said to me that he didn't think Fangoria magazine was all that indie-friendly before, and even more so now. So later in the week, like a day later, I put as my Facebook status, so is Fangoria magazine truly indie-friendly? You know, what are your thoughts? Because, you know, I have a lot of industry people on my friends list on Facebook, and I put, you know, in parentheses, speak your mind. I don't think Chris Alexander's a spiteful person, right? Or a vindictive person. And I tagged Chris Alexander in this. Well, the response from all the directors was positive, but Chris Alexander comes back with this, what do you consider indie-friendly, and we only run about one, you know, big studio movie per magazine. And then he removed himself from the post, removed his tag, right?
Yeah.
I messaged him and said, hey, you know, I was just trying to get a different perspective, sent him a private message. And, you know, everybody was positive. I mean, that wasn't exactly my thoughts on Fangoria magazine, because I think they are pretty indie-friendly. He would not reply to it, so I don't know what the deal is.
Oh, you might want to tell people who Christopher Alexander is.
He is the editor of Fangoria magazine. He took over from Tony Timpone about, what, a year and a half ago, a year ago?
I think so far he's doing a good job. I thought Tony sucked, no offense.
I think he's doing a good job in the fact that he recognizes that most people aren't going to get their movie news from Fangoria magazine because they're going to get it from the internet. By the time Fangoria prints news, it's already a month old.
Yeah.
But he's doing a lot of retrospectives, a lot of interviews with people and everything. And I think he's recognizing that people will buy the magazine for that rather than getting their horror movie news, you know.
Here, this is not horror related, but what about that new James Gunn film called Super? Did you see the brand new trailer that just came out?
I think so, yeah.
Oh man, doesn't that movie look sweet? At least I think it looks amazing.
You know what? I've been seeing this. Everybody's been talking about this Battle Los Angeles, and it doesn't do it for me. I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me either. It just looks like it'll be a mindless action flick.
Yeah.
So, what else did you have to talk about besides Fangoria being indie friendly, which I think they are, by the way?
I think so too. And another thing I wanted to touch on is it might be still up when we air this, but right now on this site, the teaser trailer for the new season of Chainsaw Sally is up. And supposedly they're not going to do like the sitcom thing this time. They're just going to go like in a total dark, crazy, you know, not so stuff directed.
What are you trying to say here, man? In other words, they're going to make it darker.
Yeah. Move away from the sitcom type thing with the canned laughter and everything else. So I don't know. I actually get to meet those two next month at Motor City Nightmares, so I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, April's pretty hot.
Yeah, well, exactly. And it's going to be a pretty good convention too. So possibly Zombitch the movie may be showing there. I'll keep it posted.
Nice, Zombitch. I remember that movie. I was in it. How can I forget?
Exactly.
I do have a few things that I've been actually kind of wanting to chat about too. A few movie releases that are coming out soon. There's Killer Schoolgirls from Outer Space, and Ron Jeremy's face is right on the poster.
Nice.
And the thing about the poster, though, it says coming spring of 2010. It is spring. I mean, it's now 2011, spring break. It's like, where is it? Where is it? I want it. I want to see it. I have to see it. I have to see it. Damn it. I want to see sexy schoolgirls killing people. And
Ron Jeremy's made some weird horror movies, man.
Oh, yeah, like the One-Eyed Monster.
What was that other one? Anthony the Butcher or something like that?
My favorite is probably Poultrygeist.
Oh, yeah, he was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's the guy who runs in being like, oh my god! And there's another one that I really want to see. Dead of Night. It's actually, they're trying to debut the DVD at Comicpalooza in Houston, Texas at the end of May. So I hope that happens, and it's the whole. It's gonna be selected. Well, it's not official, but we hope it's gonna be selected to screen as the Comicpalooza Splatterfest Film Festival at the convention. That's what I'm hoping for. So,
yeah, speaking of premiering at conventions, I don't know if you watched my review of The Collective.
Yeah, I did with the Ass Scratch movie, right?
Yeah. That's debuting later this month at Horror Hound Indianapolis.
Nice, Horror Hound. That's a pretty good convention, so I'm told.
Pretty good convention. I went to the Cincinnati one last year, and it was really poorly run, I thought. I kind of did a video blog about it, but I'm not going to Indianapolis this year. It's a really long drive, and like I said, I didn't really have a good time at their last convention. But they got some great guests.
Yeah, you think you're going to see, if you did go, do you think you'd see Devil Josh?
I don't know. I know he likes to go to the Cinema Wasteland ones, and there's one of those April 1st, April Fool's Day, and what do they got? They got the almost the entire cast and the director of Cannibal Holocaust there.
Yeah, well, guess what? That's their whole April Fool's joke. They won't be there. No, that's kind of cool, except for the fact that I thought Cannibal Holocaust sucked.
Well, it has its fans. It has a cult following like anything else. I mean, for the time, I guess it pretty much pushed the envelope.
No, wait, never mind. Sorry. Never mind. I did not like Zombie Holocaust.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Cannibal Holocaust is awesome. Sorry, I got confused.
Speaking of controversial films, did you see that stuff about the festival director there in Barcelona?
No, what happened with him?
They filed child pornography charges on him for screening a Serbian film over in Spain.
That's dumb.
So there's a big controversy over that now. I guess they have a heavily edited U.S. DVD release coming soon. Have you seen that?
No, not yet, but you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
And
I actually watched it with my wife, and I figured she would be freaking out. We got done with the movie. She looked at me. She's like, that was a really good movie. It was really well made. I liked the story. Could have done without, some of the gruesomer scenes, but she really liked it. So I was pretty shocked there.
What about how do you feel about the new Red Riding Hood film?
I was talking to somebody about this the other day. The trailer of it looks good, and I like Amanda Seyfried. Is that how you pronounce her name?
That's the chick from Jennifer's Body, right?
Yeah, and she was on Big Love on HBO. But really good actress, and I think she's pretty hot. But through the trailer, all she does is walk around wide-eyed with her mouth open. I mean, I hope that's not the whole movie. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. On IMDb so far, it got a 5 out of 10, which is looking for the thumbs down. But I don't go off other people's recommendations too much, unless if it's yours, of course, because usually we have the same taste in movies. But the movie, What turned me off is when it says from the director of Twilight. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I know. And speaking of that broad in Twilight, whatever the hell her name is, she walks around wide-eyed with her mouth open the whole time through those movies. So maybe it's something with that director. I don't know.
Maybe, probably. I think he just likes imagining what he can put inside those mouths.
I think it's actually a woman. The director.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I know the writer is, but alright, let's see. You know that they're making 2 new Rec movies? Or Record, or whatever the hell they're called?
No, I haven't seen the second one.
Me neither. Haven't seen the second one, but they're making 2 new ones called Genesis and another one called Apocalypse.
So in other words, they made some money off it and they're going to beat it to death now.
Yep, basically. I mean, come on, they already announced 2 sequels already. And, you know, the first one was fun. I thought the first one was fun. Never saw the second one. But I didn't think that they really needed a second one. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean. You know, a lot of people didn't like the Americanized version with Jennifer Carpenter and all that. I thought it was pretty good. It didn't have the supernatural bent that the original did, so, you know.
I thought the Americanized version was actually okay. I didn't have a problem with it. Now, how do you feel about Scream 4? This is a huge one.
And I don't know. I know Wes Craven's involved, so that's a good sign. But he hasn't made anything good lately. I mean, I've heard a lot of people talking about My Soul to Take, and they say it's horrible.
Yeah.
And
Horror Happy Hour hated it.
Yeah, I've talked to quite a few people that hated it. And, man, I haven't seen it yet, but I don't know. Like I said, I want to like it. I liked maybe the first 2 Screams, and then I thought they kind of jumped the shark with that. But I don't know, man. I'm going to remain cautiously optimistic.
I felt that the third one was horrible.
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
There is one movie that I actually want to talk about. Carrie Beyer, the director of Spirit Camp, is working on a new sci-fi horror film called Code of Evil, and it looks pretty freaking sweet so far.
Oh, really? Has he got a trailer out for it, or?
He kind of has like a teaser, but, you know, it's still like, you know, he's still filming and he's still getting actors, I think, and he does have a teaser up for it, and I believe it's at codeofevil.com. Let me make sure. Let me make 100% sure. Yeah, codeofevil.com, and you can see the little teaser trailer for it.
Cool, I'll have to check that out. Another movie that's coming out, independent-wise, is Chris J. and Kitsy Duncan over at Dark Rider Studios. I reviewed Leaf Obsession, and I interviewed them both for the podcast. God, it's been probably 6 months ago. 2 really cool people. They got a movie coming out with that Muscle Wolf Productions called Mother's Blood. I think they're just wrapping up the Indiegogo for it now. They had a teaser trailer out, but some of the people involved with the project dropped out of it. Denise Melody was one of them, and I just reviewed one of her short films, Crestfallen, which was really, really cool. Probably one of the best short films I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, they got a teaser trailer up for that, and I believe there's a Facebook page. I got a poster of it hanging on the wall behind me. But it looks really cool. It's kind of a cannibal, supernatural, Fountain of Youth type thing. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that.
Nice.
Well, also, another thing I wanted to talk about, and it's not because I may have a bit part in it, but Brandon Slagle, I think he's working with Wolfgang Meyer on it, has Vivid, the film, coming out. I wrote a news article on it a while ago, and they have a real cool sizzle reel out for that and a trailer. And definitely check that out. That looks really cool. It's kind of like an Alice in Wonderland serial killer, almost sci-fi alternate reality thing. I mean, Brandon's been getting really deep with his movies. I don't know if you saw my review of 15 till midnight, but dude's really pushing the envelope, and he can do more with. I mean, he can make $10 look like $10,000 on film. So I'm definitely looking forward to that too.
Nice. Well, that's really all I have to talk about right now.
Me too. Later in the radio segment here, we will have a director of my friend and yours, Lee Vervoet, the guy behind Guntown.
Ooh, Lee Vervoort. I can never say his last name right.
I'm used to that with my last name, but he's got that. He's in that new movie, The Lashman, coming out. I don't know if you saw the trailer of that. I think the director's name is Cameron McCaslin, but the trailer for it looks really cool. There's some hot girls, out in the woods getting killed, so you got to enjoy that.
Nice.
So anyway, thanks for joining us on the inaugural, first ever edition of Nerd Remix Radio. I'm Tom, and you are...
I am nobody.
Should I say Tom Jeezy and Derek Kizzle?
Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll just appear to be two, complete, weirdos, I guess.
Tom G and Big Pimp Daddy.
Yeah, don't forget to watch freaking Zombitch when it comes out to DVD.
Alright, man. Thanks a lot.
Nerd Remix Quick Hit Interview. Okay, this is Tom, and on the phone I have the ace of motherfucking spades himself, Lee Vervoort. How's it going, Lee?
Hey, what's happening, man? Thanks for having me on tonight.
So anyway, I heard you have some missing Guntown footage. For those of you that are listening, Lee produced, wrote, and directed, and you starred in too, right? Guntown. And when was that? Late 2009, early 2010?
Yeah, we shot it the first week of June 2009, then I released it. Excuse me, on the first week of December of 2009.
All right. And coming up, you have, and you're starring in this too, right? And it was directed by Cameron McCaslin, The Lashman.
Yeah, The Lashman. We shot that last year, and of course it was close to the same kind of weather we shot Guntown. In the end, it was hotter than hell. But we survived. It's good old Kentucky weather.
I see. Well, you're like a stuntman too, anyway, so you're probably used to working in fucked up conditions, right?
Oh, hell, I've done roughly 20 years of construction work before I got into the film industry, so I'm used to it. It's second nature to me. I co-produced The Lashman, played the Leathersmith, and hoping to get this thing wrapped up. This is Cameron's baby here. He's working pretty hard to get things done. Of course, I know everybody's seen the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer's very cool looking. Looks like there's some very hot ladies in the movie, too.
Yeah, it has a great classic feel to it, kind of gritty. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the end product. I haven't really seen any, I haven't seen a rough cut. I haven't seen any of the actual footage. I was busy running my ass off taking care of stuff during the filming.
I see. Is this more of is it a straight up horror movie, or is it more of an action horror movie? How would you kind of classify it?
Yeah, it's more of a, classic horror film. I don't want to spoil it too bad for anybody, but I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed, I can tell you that. Cameron, he really put a lot of thought into the story, and while we were shooting, he knew exactly what he wanted. He got it. So I think it's going to turn out really good.
Now back to Guntown, you kind of self-distributed that, and one of the cool things I thought you did is every time, about once a month it seemed like you were announcing on the website that a certain portion of the proceeds would go to a different charity. I mean, what was behind that? Did you just have some favorite charities that you figured you'd throw some money that way, or is that something that you intended on doing from the beginning?
Oh, excuse me. That actually came from Andy Grace that was in the film. He has cerebral palsy, and he's in a wheelchair. I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, why not donate to a charity? Just take a little bit out of each sale and give something back, make yourself useful. I think it's the right thing to do, and it helps them continue their research. I wish more people would do stuff like that. It's a terrible thing to have to be, in that kind of a situation. So I'm thankful every day that I'm able to do what I can do. So after that, I got to thinking about it even more and decided that every time I do a project or make a film, I'm going to donate to a charity. I'm not greedy. I'm not out trying to make a million. It's the right thing to do, and it helps those less fortunate.
Well, Well, it was definitely an interesting concept, and I mean, you should be applauded for doing it. Hey, indie horror gives back, right?
Absolutely.
So anyway, I know you probably have some interesting stories about this. Something that a lot of people may not know is that you're standing for a certain country music star a couple times. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that's Hank Williams Jr. I've stood in for him for the past promotional videos they make for the Monday Night Football. And hopefully they'll choose me again this year. I'm looking forward to it if they do. And it seems like I've done a lot of work with country music stars around Nashville. I've been in a few videos here and there. Did a project with, I've had a long day on memory, so I'm like Ashton Shepherd. I was in an interactive, this is more of an interactive video where the, if there's any women out there that are listening right now, you'd like to kick my ass, you can do it virtually now when they get this video done. They needed a stunt guy to do this gig where he comes in and plays plays a boyfriend that's kind of cheating on his girlfriend, and he's in a bar, you know, flirting with other girls, and his girlfriend shows up and starts, I can't even remember everything we did. I think hit me with a bar stool, hit me with a pool stick, busted a bottle over my head, punched me in the face, kicked me in the nuts, and you name it, she did it to me. I got my ass kicked.
Damn, talk about suffering for your craft, man. I understand you play and sing a little too, right?
It's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it.
I understand you play and sing a little too, right?
I play what?
I heard you play and sing a little too, right?
I'll play. No, actually, I don't. I'm not much of a singer. I can't really carry a tune that well.
Oh, well, I always see those pictures of you with a guitar and stuff. I was just wondering. I assumed, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's just me. That's just me acting stupid when I'm drinking.
All right, man. Well, anyway, Guntown, still for sale on the website.
Absolutely.
Still pushing that. Good things. And we got the Lashman coming out. What else you got coming up?
I'm working on my next film called Evade, and I haven't really talked a lot about that. I'm really trying to plan things out. I was working on a smaller project before that, and it didn't really turn out the way I wanted to. It was kind of I don't want to say a rush, but it was something I could do at, excuse me, at the time, and I just, you know, I wasn't really happy with the results, and not because of anybody who was involved. It was just, you know, the funding wasn't really, I didn't reach the funding goal that I had anticipated. So I will finish the project. That's my obligation. It will be done. But once that's finished, I'm going to be pushing very real hard. I'm going to build a website for it and do a bunch of work before I even start launching any public announcements or anything. And this is going to consist of not solely a horror film, more of a horror element to it, but more of an action thriller type of film. There's going to be a lot of elaborate stunts and outdoor scenes. And I'm looking to talking to Sean C. Phillips right now to play a role in the film. And I actually wrote the part for him. I hope he accepts it, so we'll see what happens. He has a copy of the script right now. And I don't want to get anyone's hopes up or speak out of turn, but I am going to call Michael Berryman's agent, see if he's interested in being in the film as well. I wrote a part for him, and if he says no, I understand. That's fine, and I'll find someone who can fit the part and go along with it. But hopefully he'll be interested, and we'll tackle it together and do what we can.
All right, sounds like you got some irons in the fire then, man. I want to thank you for doing the interview, man. I know you've been down with us for forever, basically. When Derek first started the other site, you were like his first interview, and you've always kept us informed of your projects and everything. And hey, man, keep in touch and let us know when you got something going out. We'll certainly pimp it.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that, Thomas.
All right, thanks a lot, Lee. Have a good night, man.
Hey, you too. Bye-bye.
All righty, bye-bye.